Welcome to the change and nature's paradise at the world beyond organic, that is Commercial Natural Farms Ramnagar, the pride of Purnia and Bihar. I had introduced you to my Nariyal Bari where we had pruned the weeds, pruned the trees, lemon trees and the pink pepper and the guavas and everything. And we had the vertical space that was vacant. We had planted vetiver and we had intercropped them with desi mustard and green peas, which we call mutter here in local parlance. Today we are going into our simmer bari, which is again a stretch of land which evokes a lot of curiosity. This is a virgin stretch of land, so to speak. It has never been plowed before, and it's full of the semel trees, which are the cotton growing trees, and you make the local mattresses and the cushions are made out of the cotton that falls off the ground. So that is there, and we are just entering our simmer bari, and one side you have the weeds and the the congestion of the green cover that we have, but on the other side, on my right, you can see the trees and the weeds having been pruned. All these weeds have been pruned, and now these weeds, after drying and decaying, they are they are the biomass and they are the food for the plants, and they act as a natural mulch for the all the crops that we have here. Now this is a very interesting stretch of land, because here on this is a simmer tree, and you can see the thorns here, protruding thorns here, and these are the black pepper. ये काली मरी जिसको हम लोग कहते हैं. We are creeping it on this, and because of these thorns, they grow faster on this, which again Subodh will show you here. Subodh, तुम इधर कैमरा दिखाओ. And here, as you can see, again we have the same tree here, and you can see how the black pepper creeps are growing up, and this is what we are doing. We are also experimenting with pan in this stretch of land. So now when we move forward, ये पचौली है क्या? जी. So these are pacholi. This is one of the best sources of perfumery here. It has a lot of fragrance here, and again you can see the pink pepper trees which have been pruned after the harvest, and you can see vetiver here all around, and you can see a lot of vertical space being created, lot of sunshine now. And we have just sown desi mustard mixed with green peas here on this stretch of land. So now beneath this soil we have turmeric, the regular Rajan Sonia turmeric, 2-year-old turmeric, let me tell you. So with a natural higher level of curcumin content here. Turmeric under the soil, vetiver there, then you have the citrus, you have the pink pepper, you have an occasional moringa there, and then you have the semel trees which grow very much in height. They shed, it's a deciduous thing, they shed a lot of leaves here, and we are growing black pepper creeps onto them, and with amazing success there. And at Subodh will be showing you all that. Now as we move, and occasionally insulin plants there. Now we are moving slowly towards the area where the women are segregating the bunches of vetiver grass there, and a few girls are planting the slips in the soil, and tomorrow we are going to release water into them, the flood irrigation that we do here. And then we move forward to the last stretch of our land, which is known as Tori Bari. Interestingly, it has not. We have stopped cultivating desi mustard there. Mustard and tori are the same thing in the vernacular, and local parlance we call it tori, and in English, of course, you call it mustard, and it's the local mustard, the local varieties, and not the hybrid ones. So now you can see the mulch cover all around this. This side of course is a scene in contrast. It's like a jungle, where again we'll be pruning the trees, pruning the plants and clearing it, and again vetiver and everything in the next days ahead. So as you can see here, most of these pink pepper trees are exposed to sunlight now. They'll grow very fast. The new leaves will come, and of course add to the productivity. And because of the vetiver, the impact of vetiver promises a lot of encouragement, a lot of productivity, lot of growth all around. It's a wonderful grass to grow. It's a miracle grass, so to speak. And these two, the Nariyal Bari and this one, would be a study. Would be an interesting study, because we'll be comparing it, how vetiver impacts the growth of other thing when it's a multi-layer thing. How desi mustard or the green peas and the lemons and the moringas and all, how they grow in harmony and to what extent. So we move forward, and here are our ladies here, the pillars of the farm, the khamba of the farm, जिनके दम पे हमारी खेती हो रही है इन महिलाओं के इस पे, and they are segregating the vetiver here, and they are all daughters and the sister-in-laws and the bhabis and the mothers of the farm here, and we have a great rapport with them, great relationship with them. And you can see again here the pink pepper and the lemons in every row, and of course the weeds which I told you act as a natural mulch. So as we move forward, the weeds are being cleared, are being pruned. The girls are planting the vetiver slips here, and you can see we'll go to that side where a few girls are. We have completed up to here, and we are going to the other side where a few girls are clearing the weeds here, and they'll be planting vetiver slips in this area. We have also done the sowing of desi mustard and green peas in the entire stretch, which would be planted with vetiver tomorrow, and will also release water into them, the flood irrigation that I was speaking of. This stretch of land is a very, very interesting stretch of land. Once you come here, you feel there's so much of tranquility here, there's so much of solitude here, and so much of biodiversity. The biomass is immense, and you have the occasional nilgais coming in. They disturb, but then of course it again adds to the same what we call jaiv vividita in Hindi. Now as we move forward, you can see these are the cleared with the girls there. A few girls are there who are clearing it, and will be again planting vetiver over the green peas and the desi mustard seeds which have been sown now. And all these grass that will be weeded here would act, all these ferns, these weeds are the Boston wild ferns, and these will act as a natural mulch that I was speaking of. It's a very interesting concept here. And as we move forward, we have our waterman here, whom we jokingly call him as the water minister, because he claims that he is the best, he is second to none when it comes to irrigating the fields, and which is not also far from the truth. He is actually very, very good at what he does, and he takes a lot of pride in his work. And his name is Bechan Mandal. You can see how good looking, kitna sundar ladka hai ye, kitna handsome hai. You can see his chehra upar karo. Ye hai Bechan Mandal. Ye hamesha he does a lot of good work. Bahut acha kaam karta hai ye. Now we'll go to the girls on the other side, Munni and her friends there, who are doing clearing the, they have been pruning the lemon leaves which have a lot of thorns, the lot of kantas, that are very sharp near the needle-like thorns here. And you have Munni here, then you have Khushbu here, you have Sushma here, and you have Jania here, and Sakina there. So they are all from the same community. Few girls, Munni is married, Khushbu is likely to be married this year, and idhar aao Sushma. And she is like a young child at the farm, like my daughter. Beti hai na meri? And she's a very, very good girl. And of course, she is Munni. She's just got married, shadi ho gayi. And very good girl, and acts with a lot of sincerity, and so does Khushbu. So they are clearing. They have pruned it with a skate here, with a battery-driven skate here, makes it easier to prune the branches, the twigs, and they are pulling it on the other side, and they are doing a front, and they are all like my daughters. मेरी सब बेटी जैसी हैं सब ये लोग. हमको क्या मानती है तुम लोग? पापा मानती हैं. And मुन्नी एक बार to in a lighter way let me tell you, मुन्नी हमसे कह रहे थे हम आपके लिए भैया जी जान भी दे सकते हैं. So अब हम ये बात हम इसके में बोल दिए. सही बोल रही थी, मजाक कर रही थी? सही बोल रही थी. हाँ. So this is the type of camaraderie that we have built over the years, the trust that I have earned over, and that's probably one of my biggest achievements, so to speak. Winning the trust of these poor, simple people at heart from the most marginalized sections of society here. Now, as a Subodh will show you ahead, if you can see how the this channel and both sides are full of the trees here, and there have been lot of thorns, and they have been pruning the branches, exposing them to sunlight, and you can see the the ripe lemons there, and they have grown to such big, huge sizes. These are all Rangpur lime. They have a lot of medicinal properties. They are very anti-cancerous in their essence. So the peel is a very strong, potent anti-cancerous agent. We dry the peels, crush them into a powder form, mix them with moringa powder, insulin leaf powder, papaya leaf powder, and giloi leaf powder, and agastya leaf powder, and kadam leaves, dried leaves powder, and they make into a very potent concoction, and which is very good for body metabolism, which is a very good immunity booster. And we recommend it to, and we give it to a lot of our friends, and who have reported, people who are suffering, and they have all reported feel good, and they have recovered from their ailments here in joint, in rheumatic arthritis, or the people suffering from cancer. They have reported significant recovery and all. Now this is the last stretch of the farm, of our farm, and this is known as Tori Bari. Tori Bari had a very dense green cover. So what we are doing here, we are pruning the lemons here. You can see the lemon branches here, full of thorns. We'll use it as a natural hedge here to prevent stray cattle and the nilgais from climbing over. And the vacant space you will plant pink pepper. We'll add to our pink pepper trees plants here. So we look forward to adding around 500 to 1000 trees in this stretch here, and we'll put them on the periphery. And then what we'll do is we'll also relocate many of our lemon trees from here to the boundary, to the edge, and so the vacant space will be full. And you can see all this has over 2-year-old turmeric inside, and a short curcumin level of over 5%. Yeah, and you can see the just a minute, Subodh, 1 minute. You can see the lemons that we have plucked here as a result of the clearing up of this space, and you can see the lemons here, niche dikhana, and you can see the lemons here. You can just see the size of the lemons. These are all. This is the magic of natural farming. This is the magic of multi-layer farming. This is the magic of the Fukuoka model. So here you have the women folk. Here he is Mr. Dayanand. He is the father of Munni, whom I told you is like a daughter to me. इसकी बेटी मुन्नी is like मेरी खुद की बेटी है, मैं इसको ऐसा मानता हूँ उसको. और ये you have Ruby's brother, Ruby, then Munna there, and Nakiwala there, and Sanjay, who is another one of our dear girls at the farm. Yeah. And then of course you have Hariya Rishi Dev here. So all of them here. So we'll end we'll end our session here. So before I end, let me tell you what I tell you every day. We are open to criticism. We love appreciation. We accommodate all criticism that you can make. But my only request is that you keep watching the regular video updates from Summer Shell Natural Farms, Ramnagar, the pride of Purnia and Bihar. मेरे हिंदी के दर्शकों के लिए प्रशंसा कीजिए, आलोचना कीजिए, पर देखना ना भूलें, क्योंकि आपका यह सहज प्राकृतिक फार्म, समर शेल प्राकृतिक फार्म, आज हमारे जिला पूर्णिया एवं हमारे राज्य बिहार का गौरव तो है, पर आने वाले दिनों में ये पूरे देश का गौरव होगा। और संभवतः आप लोगों की समर्थन से, आप लोगों की दुआओं से हम इसे विश्व के मानचित्र पे भी सफलतापूर्वक इसे लगा पाएंगे। इसके साथ ही दिस इज़ योर फ्रेंड हिमकर मिश्रा टेलिंग यू गुड बाय फ्रॉम ग्राउंड जीरो ऑफ एट द वर्ल्ड बियॉन्ड ऑर्गेनिक। Thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new update. Thank you very much.